In the frozen wasteland of Glacia, a land perpetually shrouded in ice and darkness, a legend whispered among the brave few who dared to traverse its desolation. It was a tale of a queen, not of warmth and benevolence, but of cold, ruthless horror, a ruler known as the Ice Queen. The Ice Queen, whose name was lost to time, was said to have been a sorceress of unimaginable power. Her heart, long frozen by her own dark magic, had turned her into an entity of pure malevolence. Her rule was a reign of terror, and the people of Glacia lived in constant fear of her icy wrath. The tale began with a young adventurer named Arya, who had journeyed to Glacia in search of a fabled treasure said to grant unimaginable power. Despite the warnings of the locals, she was undeterred, determined to face the perils of the frozen realm. Arya's journey led her deep into Glacia's heart, where the land seemed to reject her presence. The biting cold and howling winds threatened to freeze her very soul, but her determination pushed her forward. She encountered eerie, ice-encrusted creatures that lurked in the shadows, remnants of the Ice Queen's curse. As Arya pressed on, she came upon a forsaken castle, a towering fortress of ice that pierced the darkened skies. This was said to be the dwelling of the Ice Queen herself, a place where even the bravest souls feared to tread. Inside the castle, Arya found herself in a realm of eternal winter. The walls were adorned with frozen statues, each one a chilling testament to the Queen's merciless rule. It was said that those who dared enter her domain were turned into lifeless sculptures, forever trapped in the icy embrace of her magic. Arya's footsteps echoed through the empty halls as she ventured deeper into the castle's heart. She could feel a presence watching her, a malevolence that seemed to seep from the very walls. Her heart pounded with a mixture of fear and determination. Finally, Arya reached the heart of the castle, a grand, frozen throne room where the Ice Queen herself awaited. The Queen was a vision of beauty and terror, her features pale and ethereal, her eyes like shards of ice that pierced Arya's soul. With a voice that sent shivers down Arya's spine, the Ice Queen spoke. "You dare to enter my realm, little adventurer? Do you seek power, riches, or something more?" Arya, summoning her courage, replied, "I seek the treasure said to grant unimaginable power. I am willing to face any trial to obtain it." The Ice Queen's laughter echoed through the throne room, a haunting sound that seemed to freeze the very air. "Very well, brave one. You shall have your trial. But know this, the treasure you seek is not what it seems. It carries a curse that even I cannot undo." With a wave of her hand, the Ice Queen summoned a colossal, frozen serpent that slithered toward Arya. It was a creature of pure ice and malevolence, a guardian of the cursed treasure. Arya fought valiantly against the serpent, her blade clashing with its icy scales. The battle raged on, each strike sending shards of ice flying. But as Arya struggled, she realized the truth. The treasure was not worth the curse it carried. With a final, desperate strike, Arya shattered the serpent into 1,000 pieces, and as it crumbled, so too did the curse it guarded. The Ice Queen watched in silence, her icy facade cracking with a hint of something that resembled sadness. Arya turned to the Queen and said, "I seek no treasure, no power. I seek only to free the people of Glacia from your reign of terror." The Ice Queen's eyes softened, and for a moment, the frozen mask of her heart seemed to thaw. She nodded solemnly and spoke words of gratitude to Arya. With a wave of her hand, she released the people of Glacia from their frozen imprisonment, ending her own reign of horror. As the ice melted away, the land of Glacia began to change. The perpetual winter receded, and life returned to the frozen wasteland. The people were free, and hope blossomed in their hearts once more. Arya's journey in Glacia had not been in vain. She had faced the Ice Queen, shattered the curse, and brought warmth to a land long oppressed by darkness and cold. Her name became legend, not as a seeker of power, but as a savior of a people, And though the Ice Queen's name would be remembered in whispers of dread, the people of Glacia would also remember the adventurer who had brought an end to her icy reign, a testament to the enduring power of courage and the strength of a heart thawed by compassion. After Arya's triumph over the Ice Queen and the restoration of warmth to Glacia, life in the once frozen realm flourished. The people celebrated their newfound freedom and worked together to rebuild their homes and communities. Arya, having fulfilled her quest, decided to stay in Glacia for a while, enchanted by the beauty of the transformed land and the kindness of its people. She became a trusted friend and advisor to the ruler of Glacia, a noble and just leader chosen by the people themselves. Years passed, and Arya's fame as the savior of Glacia spread throughout the realm and beyond. She was hailed as a hero, not only for her courage in facing the Ice Queen, but also for her dedication to helping the people rebuild their lives. One day, while exploring the outskirts of Glacia, Arya came upon a hidden glen, a place untouched by the icy curse. In the heart of the glen stood a magnificent tree, its branches reaching high into the sky. At the base of the tree lay a pool of crystal-clear water, reflecting the tree's splendor. As Arya approached the tree, she noticed a peculiar sight, a single, radiant rose growing at its base. It was a rose unlike any she had ever seen, its petals shimmering with an otherworldly glow. Arya knelt beside it, her heart filled with wonder. As she touched the rose, a voice echoed in her mind, gentle and melodious. "Brave Arya, your heart is pure and your courage unwavering. You have brought light to a land shrouded in darkness and thawed a heart long frozen by despair. You are worthy." With those words, the rose's petals unfurled, revealing a small, radiant gem nestled within. Arya recognized it as the treasure she had initially sought, an artifact of unimaginable power. But she now understood that true power lay not in material wealth, but in the goodness of one's heart. Arya decided to leave the gem where it was, a symbol of her journey and a reminder that the most precious treasures were often the ones that came from within. She returned to Glacia and continued to support its people, helping them build a prosperous and harmonious society. In the end, Arya's legacy in Glacia was not one of power or conquest, but of compassion, unity, and the enduring belief that even the coldest hearts could be thawed by the warmth of kindness. She had not only saved a realm from darkness, but had also discovered the true treasure of her own heart. And so, the tale of Arya, the adventurer who faced the Ice Queen and discovered the power of compassion, ended with a surprising twist. A twist that reminded all who heard it that true heroism lay in the choices we made and the love we shared. The end.